This week's shopping was a bit less than usual because we had to go and do a couple of top-up shops a couple of times last week. This time we went to Coles and it was $233.65. So we started with this iced coffee. I tried that as something new this week. That was $2.80. These Primo Kransky cheese sausages. So we got 2 packets of those, as 4 in each pack. They were $4.40 each, so $8.80. The frozen blueberries, 500 grams of those, $5.70. And the peas and corn, that's a kilo bag there. So that was $6.50. The sausage rolls were on special, $7.50 for a 6-pack. With the meat, we got 2 packets of these chicken Marylands, so there's 2 in each pack. One was $8.75, the other was $7. Then we got the 5-star mince. The 5-star mince was so 500 grams for $10. The gravy beef for a casserole, $9.52. We got the 4-quarter pork chops, and they were $12. And then we also got meat. Well, we got a whole chicken, which is going to be for our dog. We usually cook that up for her for about a week with rice. And we got the loin chops here, the lamb loin chops, $22.46, which were also on special. The Carmen's toasted muesli, 500 gram box was $6. The long grain rice, just a Coles brand, so that was a kilo bag. That was $1.80. The Snickers and Mars bars, just at normal size, were on special for $1.25 each. So we got 2 Snickers and 2 Mars bars. Also on special was the Red Rock Deli chips. So we got 2 bags, the sweet chili and sour cream, and also the Australian sea salt. So they were $3.15 for a bag. The continental pasta, creamy bacon carbonara, the pasta and sauce. This is the small packet. They were also on special. They were only $1.50 each. We also got the burger rings. It's like the medium-sized bag, 90 grams. Burger rings were only $2. Master Food recipe base, got the country beef casserole, just because it's getting colder now, so it felt like a bit of a casserole. So that was $3 for that recipe base. I've got a shepherd's pie recipe base, or the Continental brand, and that was $1.80. That's this one here. I wanted to try these wafer things, one of the new things to try. I've seen them a couple of times, but they're a bit expensive, so they were on special this time for $2.50, so I thought it'll be a good time to give them a go. Another box of white tea, which was $4. Got these dinner plates as well, sometimes just for convenience, unfortunately. So those plates there, they were $50 pack for $3.50. Then we got the Schweppes lemonade 4-pack. That was on special for $3.75. And something that we usually get, which is the Bickford's raspberry cordial. So that bottle was, so it's 750 mils, and it was $5.50. We also got the bananas, $4.56. There's only like 4 there, but yeah, $4.56 for all of those. Another thing we wanted to try this week was this BC chocolate brownie espresso bar. That was $2 because that was also on special. The baby spinach bag, 120 grams, that was $3. Pre-packed celery sticks, 300 grams, that was $4.90. The lemons are on special, so 4 for $5. Red capsicum, just got the one there, it's a decent size. That was nearly $3, so $2.92. The half a cabbage, I didn't actually realise until we checked out how much that was. Quite small, $4.50 for half a cabbage. The pre-packed carrots, so that's a kilo bag, that was $1.50. 3-pack of garlic, that was $3.80, also a little bit expensive. Brown onions, a bag of those, a kilo, $3.60. Sweet potatoes were on special at $3.90 a kilo. So you got 3 decent sized sweet potatoes for $6.26. We also got the 20 pack of Quilton 3-ply toilet paper, which was $11. It's been put away. 3-litre bottle of Coles brand normal milk, so full cream milk, $4.35. Brought a couple of, 5 recyclable paper bags, 25 cents each, so $1.25. And then we also got some different eggs, which was Mrs. Fisher's brand. Never seen them before, so we thought we'd try those. So 900 grams, and that was $9.80. These are the ingredients for our shepherd's pie that we're going to have. The recipe base just says with vegetables have a carrot and an onion, but we're going to have extra veggies. So we've got spinach, the carrot, garlic, onion, celery and capsicum. And obviously the mince, instead of white potatoes, we're just going to have sweet potato on top. Now this is the onion, the garlic, the celery and the capsicum just sauteing in olive oil. I've added in the mince and the other veggies and they're all just cooking away. This is the shepherd's pie base. And I steamed mashed potato in the microwave and then just mashed it with butter, salt and pepper. Okay, it's assembled and now it's just going to bake for about 20 minutes. I did run out of sweet potato around the edges, so shepherd's pie. Grilled pork chop to season with extra olive oil, salt and pepper, like a garlic, buttery cabbage and steamed veggies. Poached eggs on toast. Chicken Maryland, peas and corn and the continental creamy bacon carbonara pasta. I mixed butter with onion, minced garlic and mixed herbs and put that under the skin and a little bit on top of the skin of the chicken. It baked for like probably close to 2 hours actually. They were giant pieces of chicken and took a million years to cook. Not a very healthy meal, but just using up bits and pieces in the freezer, which was the chips, the croissant and the hash brown. And then yeah, just had the cheese sausages that we got from our shopping and one of the sausage rolls as well. So tonight we're having the Master Foods country beef casserole recipe base for dinner. It does say that it's a slow cooker one, but if you forgot or if you don't have a slow cooker, that's okay, because there's instructions on the back for people that don't want to use a slow cooker, I guess, which is what I'm doing tonight. So it says with the veggies you've got to have an onion, 2 carrots and 3 celery sticks. So we've got a bit more celery in there. Also need to use up some spinach and half a capsicum, so using that. This is the gravy beef. I've just trimmed all the fat off of it. And the recipe also says bacon, so it's just sizzling away now. Bacon's done, and now just browning the meat. I just added some ground pepper. Onion, carrot and celery in. Recipe base is in and red capsicum is in. Some of the spinach jumped in as well, put the rest in later though. And this is the end result of the country beef casserole, Master Foods recipe base. We've got bread to go with it. Tea's ready. Lamb chops, mashed sweet potato and broccoli. I'm going to cook tandoori chicken, garlic, rice, broccoli and probably just roasted capsicums, which are homegrown. The tandoori chicken seasoning was actually sitting in the cupboard, one of the things I wanted to use up, so that's been mixed with lemon juice and yogurt and it's been marinating probably for a couple of hours. The jasmine rice, I had to do a top-up shop the other day, so grabbed that. So we'll use some of that. Tandoori chicken, garlic butter rice and roast capsicum and broccoli. I've got this container of mushrooms that was sitting in the fridge for a while and they had to be used if they went off, so I've just quickly chopped those up. And we got some arborio rice, risotto rice the other day in our top-up shop, so just going to make a quick mushroom risotto kind of dish. Got some diced onion and garlic, and also needed to use this up, sit in our pantry for a bit, and want to use that before it goes off. Also had this bacon in the freezer, so I thought I'd just quickly fry that up and use that in there as well. I found a quarter bag of grated cheese in the fridge, so I've chucked that in there as well, and this is the end result. It smells really good. So this is something that we got in our last shopping that I wanted to try. It's not bad. I would probably give it maybe a 6 out of 10. Also got the, I think it's the low carb wafers that I have been wanting to try for a while. Got them last week because they were on special, and I think they were okay. Probably not as good as what I thought they'd be. I wouldn't be in a rush to buy them again, but I probably would if they were on special for a good price.